let's bring in former acting ICE Director Tom Homan. Tom, he has all the heads of these Central and South American countries here. He should have blistered them. He should have warned them. He should have told them tariffs are coming, aid's going to be denied. Why is that not in his best interest to do that?
It's in the country's best interest, but he's not going to solve this problem. He don't want to solve the problem. He hasn't done one thing to slow the flow. And you're right. Under President Trump, he didn't give him a dollar. He told the three Central American countries, you're going to sign the third safe country agreement. I'm going to pull international aid away. He told Mexico, you're going to do the Remain in Mexico program, put military in the northern border, or I'm going to tariff the hell out of you. He didn't pay a dime. President Trump did the right thing. He wasn't going to be held hostage and pay a ransom. 4 different presidents sent millions of dollars to Central American countries to create opportunity zones so people won't come. It doesn't work. President Trump, by taking money away, it worked. It's the only thing proven to work, but Biden administration doesn't want to do it because they don't want to fix this, Brian.
You know, I look at what's happening in Israel. I see the challenges in Ukraine. You see the challenges in the South China Sea. All these people are pulling the strings, and part of it is to make us so dizzy with challenges that we can't handle. They will go ahead and have their way and maybe get us at a weak point. How do you explain these Chinese flooding our border? They go to the Darien Gap, and they get there by landing in Ecuador because there's almost no immigration policy. They walk up by the thousands into our country. You've noticed this, too, and you said you've never seen this before. Tell me what you've seen and tell me what you see now and what bothers you most.
First of all, we need to hold Ecuador and Brazil. We need to hold them account because both those countries have very low requirements for people coming to the country. That's a gateway for SIA, Special Interest Aliens. Look, in the last year and a half, we got nearly 30,000 Chinese nationals, most of them military-age males. That just scared the hell out of everybody. So, you know, the numbers keep growing. This administration has the same data points you and I had. You would think, as China is not our friend, they're creating precursors to fentanyl. They're selling to the criminal cartels in Mexico that are killed over 110,000 Americans. But this president hasn't held China accountable. He hasn't held Mexico accountable. So, look, the Chinese nationals, 30,000. I've done this job for over 3 decades. I've never seen numbers anywhere near this. This is drastic. This is the biggest national security failure that I've seen in this country since 9/11. This is historic.
And they can't tell you how many Hamas and Hezbollah or Islamic Jihads are also coming across our border. Wait till things start blowing up. Tom, if Trump wins and goes back to the White House, would you go back?
I promised President Trump when he announced that he goes back, I go back, and I'm going to run the biggest deportation operation this country's ever seen. Because these millions of people being released in this country, 9 out of 10 will get an order removal based on immigration court data. A judge orders them removed. We're going to find them and we're going to remove them. There's no consequence. We can't fix the border. We're going to have a consequence in the Trump administration.
Homan goes back with Trump. That's another campaign ad. Tom, thanks so much for joining us. Have a great weekend. We hear the urgency in your voice.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.